Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite brands when it comes to sleeping bags and sleeping pads. We're going to take a look at the Big Agnes system bags. Stick with me, you're watching Living Survival. So most, if not all, of my sleeping bags these days are down bags. They pack lighter and they also compress down lower. Now the only downfall would be is if they get wet, but generally I'm using it in a well-protected shelter that's going to protect me from condensation and from rain. Now there are a ton of sleeping bags on the market and a ton of great down bags on the market these days too, but I love the Big Agnes bags for a few reasons. One, because they are still lightweight. They're not the lightest weight out there. Of course, again, anything super ultra light is going to cost you a lot of money. So these are well priced for what you get, and that's always what I like to try to show you guys on the channel. So this is one of their system bags. This is the Fish Hawk 30 degree bag. Now I also have their, I believe it's their Lost Ranger bag, which is a 15-degree bag. Same exact bag, just a little bit more fill. This one has the 650 fill down tech down, which is going to give you a little bit of water repellency. Again, I'm not going to jump in a pool or a lake with this thing. I don't sleep with a down bag without some sort of good shelter, whether it be a tent or a hammock. But what I really like about the system bags is all the features you get. One of those features is that you get a lot of wiggle room in these bags. Now, a lot of companies will make a mummy bag and a lot of companies will make a full-size rectangular bag. Everyone knows the rectangular bags are really heavy. Really, they're most best used for car camping. Mummy bags are traditionally what people would bring in really cold weather or if they want to go ultra light. And the Big Agnes system bags are sort of a combo between those two. They give you a lot of wiggle room. So whether you're a side sleeper or whether you're using it in a hammock and you want to sleep on your stomach with lots of wiggle room or on your side with lots of wiggle room, you get a 70-inch shoulder circumference, a 65-inch hip circumference, and a 53-inch foot circumference. So you're getting about 8 to 10 inches there more so than you would in a traditional mummy bag, and it makes a big difference. Another feature is the vaulted foot box. So especially in a hammock where you want to maybe move your feet around a little bit, it allows you to do so, gives you that extra room without sacrificing heat loss in this foot area of the sleeping bag. So again, 650 fill down in this one. It's treated with down tech again, which is that water repellency. Very, very comfortable fabric. So these system bags have all the features that I look for when I look for a sleeping bag. It's got the draft collar here so that when it's zipped up, it's going to trap the air inside, keeping you warmer. It's also got a zipper tube here, a zipper baffle that's going to cover the zipper. Again, letting no air in or out and keeping you nice and warm. Of course, it's got high quality YKK zippers. They are pretty snag free. You want to be careful on any sleeping bag, you know, with all the extra material around the zipper there or the loops that they put on the inside for attaching a liner. You know, you don't want to go overkill with your zips, but I found that these are some of the best snag-free zips in all the sleeping bags that I've tested. The hood area here is really nice. It allows you to raise your head up out of the hood without lifting the whole hood up. And then you're gonna see, or you're gonna notice on the back here, that it's attached to one of the Big Agnes's pads. If we flip the bag over here, you can see that the pad slides right into the bottom of the sleeping bag. So your sleeping bag's not gonna roll off the pad in the middle of the night. That's another great feature of the Big Agnes system bags. So not only does it work perfectly with their sleeping bags or any rectangular pad, but it also comes up and it hugs all the way throughout the sleeping pad. Some sleeping bags just have two little connections on them and you can still wiggle free or wiggle off those type pads. With this sleeve, it really keeps the pad right in place and it keeps you right on top of the pad. And as an added bonus, if you've ever slept on a pad in a sleeping bag and tried to use a pillow before or a coat or a stuff sack, you know that it's really hard to keep that pillow right underneath your head on the pad. It's constantly slipping out. So one trick you can do is you could use like a t-shirt or something and just snug it on the pad as you see here. But the Big Agnes system bags have thought of that for you. So what they've done is they've made this so that it wraps all the way up so you can stuff your pillow in there or extra clothing or a coat or something and create yourself a pillow, and it's going to stay right there under your head and not move around. So again, high quality YKK zips. You get a double zipper so that it does unzip at the feet if you wanted to give your feet a little bit more air, for example. You can also attach two of these bags together. It's got the reversible zipper that goes on the inside and outside. I like that better than having two separate zips. You never know which one to grab. So again, full length zipper. and you zip it up. And the great thing is, again, is that you stay on the pad. So when you move around at night, you really can't fall off this pad with that full-length sleeve underneath, which is really nice. You can see the vaulted foot box there, which gives you a lot of extra room in the bag. If I go ahead and get down in here, again, the head portion allows me to lift my head without the whole thing coming up. Of course, you can snug it down around your head if you want, but there's plenty of room underneath here to stuff that pillow, which again is going to give me a very comfortable lay. You get all the way in this thing here, and I still got plenty of room up and down on my chest. I got plenty of room on my shoulders. I got plenty of room throughout my hips and my feet. And then again, you can easily side sleep and still have a ton of room. So not only great for sleeping on a pad in a tent, for example, but perfect as well for sleeping in a hammock. So the system bags will work with any rectangular pad. This is just a regular rectangular pad, a 20 by 72 by Big Agnes. This is their insulated Q-Core SLX. I have another review on this as well. I'll probably get the standard non-insulated pad for those summer months, but it just makes an awesome combo to get this with the sleeping bag. And then of course, you can just pull the pad right out, and you could use the sleeping bag independent of the pad, no problem. Again, very, very lightweight, down material. I just love these bags. The Big Agnes bags ship with two different stuff sacks. The smaller stuff sack for use on the trail, and then you can get a compression sack, and you can really compress this down quite a ways. It'll compress down quite small. They also give you a large mesh sack, which is nice that you can keep it stored at home, for example. You don't want to store these compressed. You want to store them in the larger mesh bag, or as I do, I just hang them in a closet by the hooks on the bottom, and that allows that down to stay nice and fluffed. Same thing you want to do when you get to camp. You want to make sure that you take your bag out as soon as possible out of your stuff sack, lay it in your tent, lay it in your hammock, and allow it to fluff back up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, taking a look at one of the Big Agnes system bags. They do have different temperature ratings, several different bags that you can choose from. Of course, they do have the traditional mummy bags and some larger bags as well for car camping, for example. But for just my everyday backpacking and hiking and camping needs, I love the system bags because they give you that extra, extra room up at the shoulders, in the hips, and down at the feet. You can also use it in a hammock where you can roll over, sleep on your side. So in addition, with the integrated sleeve there that not only works for the sleeping pads, but also gives you that flap there that you can stuff your pillow in under so that it doesn't sleep. All in all, just a lot of features, a lot of quality for the price that you're going to pay for the Big Agnes system bags. As I said, I have two of them. I have their 15-degree bag and now their 30-degree Fishhawk bag. Pleased with both of them, the quality, the materials, and the warmth you get, and the lightweight that you get out of these bags, I feel is some of the best that I've ever used. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family on your social media. You can follow me on all my social media. Links are always in the description on every video. If you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel for more videos.